Hey everyone, hi. It's Danielle from Raising Kale. I just wanted to start my very first reading of my blog. So you can find it at raisingkale.us, the blog itself, but I wanted to read it out for those that maybe don't like to read or you just prefer to watch a video. So if I'm not looking directly at the screen, that's why, but I wanted to share it with you this way. So Raising Kale just explains how we keep a healthy home, how we raise it, and just kind of thoughts that I have on that. So the first one being the first step. In life, it seems there is always a beginning and an end. Before something starts, it isn't. Yet once it does, it's as though it's always been that way. When a first date transformed into a first kiss, which led to our first dance, I knew life with him had been blessed. So 6 years ago, my motherhood journey began. Sheer elation consumed us as we started to dream and plan and imagine what this tiny human would be like. In life, there's almost always an end to every beautiful beginning. And 10 weeks into our very first pregnancy, our babies went to heaven. After too many tears, emotions, no answers, and countless numb conversations, we met with a new doctor. He suggested multiple medications, injections, and exploratory surgery. It didn't feel like the right thing to do, but we wanted our miracle baby. I wanted to fulfill my lifelong dream of becoming a mommy. We decided to wait 6 months before trying any medical marvels they offered. The beauty of being human is that we are all uniquely and wonderfully made. Some a little more or less unique than others, I suppose. I've always been one to find my own way. At a young age, my independent self researched everything, and I mean all the things. And this situation was to be no different. I dove into the why of my lab work, my condition, and the how behind it all. So 1 month later, after almost a decade of horrendously painful and long cycles and a slew of other daily symptoms, I had the first normal, painless cycle in the history of ever. A few weeks after that, we saw those bittersweet 2 pink lines. The excitement was gone and the fear set in. But we fought it, we prayed, we went back to the office to hear the most precious heartbeat. I remember there were hot air balloons painting on the ceiling and thought how symbolic of it all. When we took a hot air balloon ride the past year for my birthday, we woke up early with smiles on our faces, and without hesitation we hopped into that rickety basket alongside a stranger and thoroughly enjoyed the most stunning of sunrises. We landed, had some beautiful photos, and a forever memory. So why was the beginning of this new pregnancy so different? Why were we so afraid to jump into this new yet familiar experience with delight? Trust. Our whole lives we had been conditioned to trust medical people who knew better than we did. We just did as they said, no questions asked. Except this time. We didn't accept the keep trying mentality or the surgical intervention. We sought God and the wisdom of natural living. What ensued was the most perfect, handsome little boy I had ever seen. Sure, we broke the mold and we used food, herbs, and cleansing to get to him, but all it took was the first step. It required us seeking answers to find what had been missing all of our lives. Sometimes it's very difficult to bring up our children the way we do. The standard American diet and technology dependency are very real things which we choose to avoid at almost all cost. Would it be easier to hop into the basket and do as much everyone else does, as we had also been raised? Of course it would. But we didn't. We are not, and we will not. While there is certainly a much needed presence of the traditional medical community, I work in it. I have seen firsthand that it needs a renovation, an upgrade, to include prevention, nutrition, exercise, and alternative therapy. So I'm Danielle. We're the gainers. Our story is messy. Our kids are happy. We choose to break the mold, to lead healthy children. I want to share with anyone who will listen that we have the ability to change things. We are the gatekeepers of our homes and of our families. Only we decide what comes in and what goes out. This is where I share our experiences, some slip-ups, grace, and lots of laughter. This is different. This is raw. This is Raising Kale.